There are new concerns this morning about North Korea's nuclear weapons. The Pentagon says it will spend $1 billion to beef up the U.S. missile defense system along the West Coast. Here's more now from our Pentagon correspondent, Jim Miklaszewski.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un reviewed his troops during military exercises. But at the Pentagon, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel warned it's North Korea's long-range missiles that have sounded the alarm.
North Korea in particular has recently made advances in its capabilities and is engaged in a series of irresponsible and reckless provocations.
To counter the growing threat from North Korea, the U.S. military will bolster the missile defense system in Alaska by 50%, adding 14 interceptor missiles at Fort Greely, designed to intercept and destroy ballistic missiles aimed at the continental U.S. The U.S. military will also install an additional high-powered radar in Japan to improve early warning capabilities. But why the deep concern now? Remarkably, it ramped up last April during this military parade through the streets of Pyongyang. U.S. intelligence was shocked to see what appeared to be long-range ballistic missiles that can be fired from mobile launchers with the capability of reaching the U.S. armed with a nuclear warhead.
Obviously, without getting into intelligence aspects, we watch this evolving threat very, very closely.
The latest threat emerged as North Korea launched a satellite into space orbit last December and conducted a successful underground nuclear test last month.
They still have a couple of technological hurdles, but this is not a long-term threat. This is a near-term threat.
And just recently, North Korea publicly threatened to launch a preemptive nuclear strike against the U.S. But as the U.S. military strengthens its missile defenses, Kim Jong-un was personally warned, don't even think about it.
We believe that this young lad ought to be deterred by that, and if he's not, we'll be ready.
It'll be 2 to 3 years before the entire missile defense system in Alaska is up and running. And the $1 billion it'll take to pay for it won't show up in the shrinking Pentagon budget until sometime next year. For today, Jim Miklaszewski, NBC News.